What's up, guys? Wanted to shoot a video because I wanted to show you what I got going on with the wall. So I finally finished it, so let's turn this around. Boom. I mean, my shadow's a little in the way, but as you can see, as soon as somebody walks into this door, they can see right through the doors. Once we get closer, there we go. So let's go and take a look. So I'm very excited that this wall is done. It took a little bit longer than I expected. I had some trouble with the company that I ordered the laminate flooring from. A little too much trouble. And one of the things that I wanted to touch on with that is that part of our mission statement is our mission statement is to create excellence and everlasting relationships through fitness. And the beginning part, to create excellence, is a big thing with me. Even if it's upholding that standard, upholding the excellence with another company. This company, I'm not going to name, just kept dropping the ball, and I think that over time they were hoping that I would just forget about it, but I stayed consistent with them and letting them know that because I'm a customer, one, deserve what I was paying for, and that as a company on their end should be upholding a certain standard, and they weren't. So that's a big thing with me, and that's what I'm trying to instill in this business, and trying to make it everlasting. So that way the relationships that we grow through the fitness are everlasting. But besides the hiccups or whatever, it turned out great. I spent a lot of time on this, some of which my own money, and some of which with the business money. And I did that, because I believed that was the right thing for me to do. So I invested my time in myself and my own money into a business that I want to thrive. So that's why I did it. The great thing, I really like this, is the two different color laminates. Get my finger out the way so it won't focus on that. The two different color laminates, those are our wall ball lines. As I was putting it up, my members kept asking me, they were like, "You do know that you have different color laminates? Just wait till it's done." But that is the final product. I'm very pumped about it. The next thing that we are going to do is start filling in where these new studs are, repainting the walls and everything. I'm not going to tell you what they're going to look like. I'm going to kind of leave that as a surprise, so that way once I do make a video, it'll be done and I can show y'all. But I'm very, very excited about this. One thing that I have been thinking about is this rig and how I can save space. Now, me personally, I've never really been a fan of this rig, this setup. But as you can see, I measured it just the other day. This, from this beam to the wall, is like a little bit more than 6 feet. So for me, 6 feet, let me turn that back around. So for me, 6 feet is a significant amount of area that it is covering, and has a large footprint. So what I'm hoping to do is either a couple things. One, I sell the rig, or two, I build up enough revenue through a program that I'm getting ready to kick off and to beta test. Either way, the funds would have to be made. But what I want to do is I want to get the Rogue collapsible single rigs, and that way we'll have stations throughout the box. So we'll have stations all the way down, as well as here all the way down. And the great thing that I like about those rig stations is the fact that the pull-up bars are adjustable, and I have quite a few vertically challenged members, so they can move the bar up and down to their specific height. Not only that, once we start to have a significant number of members, we'll start to have to reserve spots for classes. That way we can adequately watch those larger groups. Well, there's something that I gotta fix. So light just went out. The perks of being an owner. But so spots will have to be reserved in the classes, and so if we have stations that meet the adequate number of people that we want in our box at a time in a class period, it'll work out great. Plus, once they're collapsible and they go up against the wall, it'll save space. That's 6 extra feet that you know, that members can have more space to move around. So our box is more of a shotgun style. Let me back up. As y'all saw whenever I walked in, it's shotgun. So I end up decreasing how wide and decreasing the space for the members. So generally with the rowers down and in between the rig, I usually run 2 lanes of members to keep everything organized. But being able to get rid of this and put collapsible folding stations would help us out a lot. But that's years to come. That's just me thinking out loud. But overall, I'm very excited about the wall. I like it. It looks good. It's a gray laminate. Let me get close to it so y'all can see. Ooh. So, gray laminate. Here are some samples right here. This stack of laminate flooring that we got in is, as well as that box over there, are all the packages that were messed up from that company that we had to deal with. Now, as you can see, this trim right here, the edges. So I'm gonna come back with a threshold and trim it out. And it'll kind of pull it together, and then that way you won't see the tabs. You won't see those locking tabs sticking out. And some of them are just a little staggered, just a little bit, but once that trim goes on, you won't even be able to tell. So that's all I got for y'all. I just wanted to show y'all what I got, and getting ready to kick off the 4:30 class. Later.